Hello everybody and welcome back to Transport Fever. At last, I've been off for a week, so apologies for my absence. I've been without my computer. Um, Part way through recording, which is also the reason why I've got a new map as well. Part way through recording the next episode of the last map, my computer decided to bug out completely, and yeah, it died. So I had to take it into the shop and get it repaired, so it's been away for most of the week. Um, but we are back up and running. I've had to reinstall Transport Fever, um, and I had an issue with the mods, so I've had to strip everything out and start again. Basically, I've reloaded everything. I unsubscribed from everything in Steam, and then pretty much everything I've got now is on Steam, apart from maybe about 10 or 12 mods. There's a few Russian ones and there's a few from the German site. But before I had loads of mods that were on Steam, but I had them from the German site. I used the mod manager to download them all, and there were issues. I couldn't get the mods loaded in the game. Once I reinstalled the game, they just weren't appearing, and I thought I had no mods at all. I was panicking a bit, thinking I wasn't going to play it, but I managed to sort it out today, and I've thrown a little map together. It's only a little one. don't want to don't want to overburden the computer again. There wasn't. I wouldn't have been able to go on much longer on that last map anyway, because I was already killing the frame rate. That seaside town I did, there was way too many assets in there, and it trashed the frame rate. So I'd have only got another maybe 2, 3 at the most episodes out of it. So we're starting again, starting on 1950. I've got no costs on. Like I said, it's a little map. It's 6 by 3, I think, kilometres. Pretty sure that's what I did. 5 towns, and I've got a farm and a food production facility on there. So I've got the industries. I've got the goods conglomerate. I was in two minds about using it, but I don't think I will. I think I'll put the industries in. I've got the flexible industries on so that I can have truck stops in them if I need be and things. I haven't figured out where everything's going yet, but what I'm thinking is probably I'm going to have maybe mines and oil up here. Food's obviously there, with farmland around there. Maybe the forest in here somewhere, but I was thinking about putting all the industry in the middle and having passenger lines going through in between it all and going around it, and a great big goods yard in the middle, depot area, and have a few sort of routes going around. Can maybe have a couple of stations in each town. Certainly in these three we'll probably have 2 stations in each, one either side, and then join them up with some routes, get some, maybe a little circular route going around here, maybe a mainline route running back and forward. I haven't really planned it out that well. I just kind of threw it together, and I've not been able to play the game for over a week, so I just wanted to play. And not getting the mods working yeah. So a little bit of work to do. Well, yeah, I say a little bit of work. I need to go and do a little bit around the edges, smoothing out, and sort a few of these textures and things out. I'll decorate them up. I just wanted a bit of a backdrop to the map, so definitely a smallish one, a tiny one, definitely. I've got some new mods. There's one in particular. Not your mods. This is right. The industry DLC is a pack which you can get, which adds 20 new industries to the game. Now I haven't got that switched on because I didn't think I was going to be able to get 20 industries in here. I could at a bit of a squeeze, but it'd have been a logistical nightmare, and we'd have ended up with all sorts of things going back and forward over one another. This isn't on Steam, but it's the Industry DLC Assets Pack, It's available on the transportfever.net, so it's all the assets from the industry DLC without the added industries. So we've got everything in here. We've got combine harvesters, we've got tractors, tractor. Yeah, definitely using some of them. We've been wanting tractors for ages. I think we can use them in the use them as goods as well. We've got cars. Don't click on the ships because that crashes it. I don't think he's fixed it yet. I got it on the last episode and it crashed when I clicked on the ships. These are good. These are animated. They move back and forward really slowly. I'll definitely be using some of them. There's loads of buildings in here. All the buildings from the new assets. And of course, after I built that great big docks, what we've got in here? Oh, docks. Let's just get that out of the water a bit. Look, spent all that time building them docks. Then the very next episode I went and found a load of great big massive pieces I could have used. It's got loads of buildings and stuff on it as well, so typical, eh? It's absolutely all sorts in here. The only thing I will say is don't set it off on a new game. I did start the game up with the mod installed, but unfortunately what it does is it adds this, and I really don't like that colour. Yeah, you end up with loads of farms with it. I think that is just way too vivid. Yeah, don't like that. So I won't be using that, but there's a cornfield over there. I'll use them definitely. Just for show. I don't know if you've seen. Some of you will have seen this already. The new bulldozer and wrecking ball. It's an update. This is one of the reasons why I wanted all my mods on Steam as well, because I weren't getting the updates. I was going to having to go and manually find them and update them. I was missing out on some things. My God, there's a lot in here. I've got 320 mods. I think, yeah, just a few too many. Somewhere in the menu, I will find it. Somewhere up here. Here we go. Right, so we've got the wrecking ball and the bulldozer now. And the bulldozer is no longer a bulldozer. It's the wrecking ball that's a bulldozer. So if you want to bulldoze anything, you have to use the wrecking ball. But what the bulldozer does now is you select a level of area. First area you click on is the level it will smooth it out to. Well, I say smooth it out, it will flatten it out, I should say. So you can now flatten large areas. It's really good for your going around your tracks with it and stuff. If your tracks are raised up. Oh, I've got the. What's that? Oh. Got too many tracks selected in here. Oh. What's this? Oh, speed. Yeah, I've got way too many tracks selected. There's something else I want to show you with this as well in a second. Oh yeah, let's do a straight line out. Say the tracks are a bit raised up, a bit more than normal, and you want to flatten it out. So you go to your bulldozer, choose an area in the middle, just flatten out a big area, bring it to the level of the tracks. Now, something a little bit weird happens if your tracks are on the slope, so you might need to go and relay them. That's sloping down ever so slightly. A little bit more. Right, yeah, let's do a gentle slope. Now if we... I'm not sure if that's sloped enough, but let's try... Yeah, there we go. Now, this is something I noticed. You get weirdage. You get neck breaking, coffee throwing action on the track. So yeah, if you level out track that's not completely level, you will get a little bit of a weird bump, and you'll have to go and relay your tracks again. Right, so I've made a bit of a mess here now. Clean that up. And just one more thing I want to show you before I go and jump into a speed build and get some tracks built. Something I've been complaining about. You know, I keep losing my tunnels, my tunnel texture. Right, so nice tunnel texture. Camera, hold still. Got the brake. Now I've been using medium speed tracks, and it's the medium speed tracks that are changing the tunnel texture back to the vanilla one, back to the furry wool, horrible stuff. I've been going through different mods, trying out to see what it was. I thought it was one of the Sparkies ones that were doing it, because they do alter some textures, but no, it's just the medium speed tracks. If I have standard or high speed tracks on, these are standard ones, I get my tunnel. If I have medium speed tracks on, it gets rid of the tunnel. Well, gets rid of the texture. So in future, I will be having standard tracks going through tunnels. Now that I know what's caused me the problem for the last God knows how many episodes. Right. Oh, gonna make a start, I think. You may see that pop up every now and again on the video. And the reason being is because that used to be my record button. One. Now change my record button, so if you see this menu keep popping up, it's because I'm pressing the wrong button. Anyway, oops, we want that on. Yeah. Yeah, and if the town names keep disappearing, probably because I keep pressing it. Yeah, so I'm going to make a start, I think. I think I'm going to build the depot first. I do want some of the tracks and stations raised up a bit, because I'm going to put some brickwork in under the tracks. There's something I did, like I said, I was halfway through recording the last episode, and there was something I did which I really liked the look of, which I will get to at some point. But to start off with, I think we're going to build depot right in the middle. Yes. Maybe. I'm going to do something anyway. Right. Alright, everybody. Yes, I'm going to stick some music on. We'll jump into a speed build. I'll get something built, and I shall be back in a bit. And I pressed the wrong button again.
Always I remember your bad dress and how you I've been reaching through the void, I'm easy. The only one I long for, aching through the night. I won't go there, leading me to nowhere. It's clear to me I'm stronger, reaching out of sight. Hear the sound of the animal fear. The beast is insatiable. Lead me on to incredible beats. It's time to be radical. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it. I've been meaning to let you know I'm reading the signs you show of hurting, aching through the night. Hear the sound of the animal fear. The beast is insatiable. Lead me on to incredible beats. It's time to be radical. It's over now. If you want it, if you want it. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it. Read the signs of a broken man, reaching out of sight. Don't believe the lies that you understand. Aching through the night, reaching out for a better life. Reaching out of sight, begging you be my wife. Hear the sound of the animal fear. The beast is insatiable. Lead me on to incredible beats. It's time to be radical. Hear the sound of the animal fear. The beast is insatiable. Lead me on to incredible beats. It's time to be radical. It's over now. If you want it, if you want it. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it. War is over now. If you want it, if you want it.
Got
baby, when you treat me like you do. It's a deal breaker, baby, when you treat me like you do. Seems all you do these days is make me down and blue. I said it's a deal breaker, baby, when you play me for a fool. Ooh, it's a deal breaker, baby, when you play me for a fool. Now I'm the local laughing star, and that ain't cool. Take a hike. You know it hurts. Now listen, I got news for you. What done now, baby, don't come around no more. What done now, baby, don't you come around no more. I don't ever wanna see ya come knocking on my door. Roll with me. You come around late at night, looking for some arms to hug and hold you tight. Well, I've got two of those, strong as they can be. Still don't expect no more than good, clean fun, you see. It's not love, but it's the best I can do. What you get is what you see in plain view. You want honest, here it is, sad but true. It's not love, but it's the best I can do. On such short notice, I let you in, and things get nice. Sipping on some red, closing in on paradise. But this is what it is, and will be what it will be. on such short notice.
Out in stormy weather, I might have the blues, but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain starts hitting town. Yeah, on a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine, 'cause I'm dancing with the rain. You will see me running, thinking I might be insane. I don't need no sunshine,
driver's back. Thought we'd have him trundling around somewhere in the rather overgrown sidings. I went a bit mad with the grass and the bushes and stuff. Yeah, I kind of put a few too many of these in, I think. There's a bump on this track here as well. I'm not going to try and fix that. Messed about enough with these tracks. So we have a depot and sidings. Now these depots, this depot can only reach these two at the moment, but it can get out onto the passenger line as well. I was thinking I'd put another junction in there. They're sloping slightly, so I don't know if I want to do. This one, however, can get out. This one here can get out onto the passenger line as well. The passenger line's going to go through here in the middle. Sorry about my dog in the background, by the way. Oi! Yeah, I put. Sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted here. I put these fence panels in that'll block off the goods side and the passenger trains going through the middle. There's going to be another couple of depots on this side. I've just noticed he's off. Let's pause it. There's going to be another couple of depots on this side to join up with the lines on this side as well, so there will be access to all the lines without having to keep putting junctions further and further down. So there'll be 4 depots altogether facing sort of each direction, with a couple of extra ones in just to fill it up a little bit, really. I meant to put some engines in here, and I forgot to put some on that rotunda there as well. I put a couple on here. One of them does look like he's a bit derailed though. He's off the rails. Got a bit of an accident here. Yeah, they're not exactly lined up. I'll go and redo them. So I want to put a few trucks and things in here, just a few more details, not too many. I kind of went a bit mad with the grass, but I'm not going to go that mad again with that. I'll put some in, but not as much. When I do this side, because what I want to do is be able to decorate big areas without going too much detail. He says. But like all of this is fine. This doesn't have a massive effect on the frame rate, really. All that grass does, though. It's kind of knocked it down a little bit. Alright, when we get out of there, I'm getting 50. 50s, yeah, good. So we've got to start the passenger line as well. That's going to come through the middle there to be a direct route in between the two. And there's going to be another route going out, stopping, and then another route coming around the outside with another station either side of it, and then I want another station either side of these as well. Quite a bit of work to do. Quite a bit to get the passenger route set up and everything. I've made a start. I've got the good station in here. I need another one up at Winstonville. They're going to go back and forward in between the two, stopping in the middle here, picking up the goods. I do need to put the goods and the machine factory in there. I've got a piece of paper somewhere. I have drawn it all down. I've kind of worked it out where everything's going. So, well, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's pretty good. Got a mad bridge going across it. It'll get full of traffic that later. Yeah. That's half the depot anyway. Yeah, that's one side of it. I've got the truck stopping. I've used the what was it, waste facility thing, waste collection facility. in the hope that it will act as a normal truck stop. I think it will. I hope it will. It should do. If not, I'll have to change it for something else, but it should do. So we'll have a trucks going up and down there. Yeah, well, that's a good start. I wanted something nice and big and quite decorative in the middle for when you come through, so you'll be able to see trains on both sides and sheds and all sorts of things. There'll be loads of trains coming in and out of here, loads of goods trains. We'll get there eventually, bit by bit. It's a good start anyway. Alright, thanks everybody again for watching. I'll be back really soon with another episode, probably in a day or two. Won't be waiting a week again, so I do apologise about that. But computer's running fine, everything's back up and working again. There's a couple of mods I need to go and find that I haven't got, and I want to take some of the mods that I have got out. I've just got to be careful not to take out anything that I've used. But yeah, I've got too many. I've got loads of trains in there and stuff that I don't need, but I might just leave them in. If I'm not using them, it won't be that much of a problem. I've got the game loaded up on an SSD and it loads up pretty quickly anyway, so right, yep, I'm going to call it a night on this one. Right, like I said, I'll be back really soon. Chuck us a like down there if you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in a day or two. Good night.